My chosen topic for this pedagogy is gymnastics. Although I'm aspiring to be a PE teacher, this is one sport I try to avoid. I believe this is from my own experience at school, where I dreaded gymnastics. The teacher put immense pressure on the class, having to complete all tasks, no differentiation. Therefore, I often experienced failure. The group I'm working with are Year 9 girls who can be quite challenging with behaviour and lack of motivation. However, as with most groups, there are some girls who are very enthusiastic and engage well. The main objective for this session is to develop creative thinking through basic gymnastic balances and movements using height and direction to perform a fluent sequence. Here I was using positive reinforcement to maintain focus in the lesson. One may say mixed ability brings on the lower ability by enticing them to be equal, whereas it could arguably diminish any confidence a student had. They could feel beaten before they've even started. This is supported by Schumann, suggesting children can become aware of failure very quickly, losing confidence when they see their classmates making progress while they struggle. Meanwhile, note the remaining students continuing to be on task and fully engaged. On reflection, the positive theme throughout the lesson was that there were very little dead spots and no queuing, ensuring maximum practical learning time and minimal time for loss of concentration, as set by the National Curriculum Requirements 2004 for gymnastic activities. The students clearly understood the objectives, as we can see the sequences created using various gymnastic balances, rolls and movements. By using spots as markers for foot placement, this gives the student a clear visual guide to see exactly where to place her feet. This is a good example of differentiation used within the lesson. That, and take it like that, is this bit, So do from that. Yeah. So do that. That's it. This process is broken down further by standing on the last spot to attempt the transition of leaping off one foot and landing on both feet for the takeoff. You do the same technique, okay? And then what I want you to do is reach forward onto here, okay? So I want your arms in the middle of the box, okay? So you come up, and if you have it just kneeling on the box, that's fine. Miss and I will do both sides, okay? Box, then that'd be great. The lesson highlighted for me the next area for my own professional development. The students who were confident with vaulting needed stretching further, but I found I lacked sufficient knowledge to do this effectively. Also, as Robinson states, the key to maintain engagement and enthusiasm is critical time management during the lesson and to pitch an appropriate pace. To conclude, the successes of this live project derive from the research I undertook. Discussions with colleagues and reflective practice has given my teaching scaffolding to build upon, which has undoubtedly accelerated my learning. I have confidence and knowledge to teach in a safe and supportive environment. As Skinner 1938 suggests, when a task is carried out and then has further contribution, its significance will increase. Furthermore, the support of colleagues and tutors for knowing my starting point and engaging in collaborative discussion together with reflective practice has for me enabled zone of proximal development to take place. In the works of Vygotsky 1978, scaffolding takes place in the ZPD, where collaborative learning gradually transfers from the experienced person to the learner. For example, having discussions to develop and deepen my understanding and knowledge of strategies. My practice has also been enhanced by the actual act of engaging in the activity, which is also supported by Love and Wenger 1994, who suggest in order to build the skill and qualities to perform the task, learning whilst engaging in the process can take place under the conditions of appropriate peripheral involvement. Thank you for watching the film, and I hope you enjoyed it. When I first started doing it, I was quite daunted by it all, but as I got into it and progressed through it, I actually enjoyed it. So thank you.